Everyone. Have you ever felt lost? Like you're stuck in a cycle of waking up, working, and going to bed, only to repeat the same routine the next day? You scroll through social media, seeing people who seem to have it all figured out while you're still wondering what your purpose is. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. Feeling lost in life is something almost everyone experiences at some point. It's that unsettling feeling of drifting without clear direction, unsure of what the next step should be. Many people wake up every day with a sense of emptiness, questioning whether they are on the right path. Society often paints a picture that by a certain age we should have everything figured out, a stable career, financial security, and a clear vision of the future. But in reality, life doesn't follow a predictable roadmap. Everyone's journey is different, and feeling lost is not a sign of failure, it's a natural part of growth. This feeling usually arises when there is a disconnect between what we are doing and what we truly want. Sometimes people pursue careers that others expect of them, whether it's because of parental pressure, societal norms, or financial security. They find themselves stuck in routines that don't inspire them, leading to dissatisfaction and confusion. The issue is not just about work itself, but the lack of meaning and fulfillment in what they do daily. When people feel lost, they often believe something is wrong with them, but in reality, it's a sign that they are searching for something more significant. One of the biggest misconceptions about feeling lost is that it means you're failing. In truth, it's an indication that you're evolving. The discomfort of not knowing your exact direction pushes you to question your values, priorities, and aspirations. It forces you to pause and reflect on what truly matters. Many people who later find their passion and purpose started with uncertainty, doubt, and even failure. The moments of feeling lost serve as opportunities for self-discovery, helping individuals break away from paths that don't align with their true selves. The key to overcoming this phase is shifting the mindset around it. Instead of seeing being lost as a setback, it can be viewed as an open space full of possibilities. It means you are in a place where you can explore different paths, experiment with new ideas, and redefine your goals. Many of the most successful people once felt lost before they found their calling. They used that period of uncertainty to try new things, take risks, and embrace change. Feeling lost is not a dead end, it's a doorway to something greater, a chance to build a future based on true passion and purpose. Work has long been associated with financial stability and the ability to provide for oneself and loved ones. From a young age, people are taught that success is measured by how much money they make, the job title they hold, and the prestige attached to their profession. Society reinforces this belief, encouraging individuals to chase high-paying careers, climb the corporate ladder, and prioritize financial gain above all else. While financial security is undoubtedly important, it is not the sole factor that determines success, nor is it the key to long-term happiness. Many people achieve financial success yet still feel unfulfilled, questioning whether they are truly living a meaningful life. Money can provide comfort, opportunities, and access to better resources, but it does not guarantee a sense of purpose or deep satisfaction. There are countless stories of high-earning professionals who feel trapped in jobs they dislike, experiencing burnout, stress, and a lack of enthusiasm for their work. Despite their financial achievements, they often struggle with a void that cannot be filled with material wealth. On the other hand, there are individuals who may not be making millions but wake up excited to do work that aligns with their passions and values. These people find joy in the process, in the impact they create, and in the personal growth that their work provides. True success goes beyond a paycheck. It is about doing work that brings fulfillment, meaning, and a sense of contribution. Work should not just be about surviving but thriving. When people engage in work that resonates with their interests, skills, and deeper purpose, they find themselves more motivated, creative, and productive. Their job becomes more than just a means to an end, it becomes a source of personal and professional growth. Instead of measuring success solely by external markers like income and status, a more meaningful approach is to consider the quality of life, the level of satisfaction in one's work, and the positive impact made on others. Rethinking work in this way allows people to make choices that align with their well-being and happiness rather than societal pressures. Instead of chasing money at the cost of mental health and personal fulfillment, individuals can focus on work that excites them, challenges them, and makes them feel alive. By shifting the perspective from working just to earn to working to create meaning, people can transform their daily lives, find joy in what they do, and ultimately lead a more satisfying and purposeful existence. Passion and purpose are two of the most powerful forces that drive human motivation and fulfillment. When people engage in work that they are passionate about, they naturally bring enthusiasm, creativity, and dedication to their efforts. Passion fuels persistence, making it easier to push through challenges and setbacks without feeling drained or discouraged. It turns work from something that feels like an obligation into something that brings joy and a sense of accomplishment. People who love what they do don't count down the hours until the workday ends. Instead, they find themselves deeply immersed in their tasks, losing track of time because they genuinely enjoy the process. This is the difference between simply working for a paycheck and working with a sense of excitement and commitment. While passion is about what excites and energizes a person, purpose is about the deeper meaning behind the work. It is the reason why people feel compelled to do what they do, the impact they want to create, and the legacy they hope to leave behind. Purpose-driven individuals are not just working for their own benefit, they are working towards something greater than themselves. Whether it's helping others, solving meaningful problems, or contributing to a cause they believe in, having a sense of purpose provides a strong sense of direction. Even in difficult moments, purpose gives people the strength to keep going because they know their work matters beyond just personal gain. The combination of passion and purpose creates a powerful dynamic. Passion provides the energy and excitement to keep going, while purpose gives that energy direction and meaning. When people align their work with both passion and purpose, they experience higher levels of fulfillment, motivation, and resilience. They are more willing to invest time and effort into honing their skills, learning and growing because they genuinely care about what they do. This is why some of the most successful people in various fields, whether they are artists, scientists, entrepreneurs, or educators, are deeply passionate about their work and have a clear purpose driving them forward. Their success is not just a result of hard work but of meaningful engagement with their craft. Many people struggle with finding their passion and purpose because they have been conditioned to prioritize security over fulfillment. They may have chosen careers based on external expectations rather than personal interest, leading to feelings of emptiness and stagnation. However, passion and purpose are not things that people are simply born with. They are discovered through exploration, curiosity, and self-reflection. By paying attention to what excites them, what problems they feel compelled to solve, and what activities bring them joy, individuals can begin to uncover the work that truly resonates with them. The journey to finding passion and purpose is not always straightforward, but once discovered, it has the power to transform how people experience work and life as a whole. Work is often seen as a necessary burden, something people must endure to pay the bills and survive. From a young age, society conditions individuals to believe that work is a duty, an obligation that must be fulfilled, even if it brings no joy or satisfaction. This mindset leads many to separate their professional lives from their personal fulfillment, treating work as a means to an end rather than an integral part of their well-being. As a result, people settle into routines that feel monotonous and draining, waiting for weekends and vacations to experience moments of happiness. This perspective limits the potential of work to be something meaningful, engaging, and even enjoyable. When work is viewed only as a requirement, it becomes easy to fall into patterns of dissatisfaction and burnout. People begin to measure their success solely by external rewards such as salary, job titles, and promotions, without considering whether they actually enjoy or feel fulfilled by what they do. This creates a disconnect between effort and purpose, making even high-achieving individuals feel empty despite their accomplishments. The stress of working without meaning can take a toll on mental and emotional well-being, leading to exhaustion and a lack of motivation. However, shifting how work is perceived can lead to a much more rewarding experience, one that integrates passion, creativity, and personal growth. Rather than seeing work as a necessary struggle, it can be reframed as an opportunity for learning, contribution, and self-expression. Work has the potential to be more than just a job. It can be a platform for creativity, a space to develop skills, and a way to make a positive impact on the world. When people start to see work as a journey rather than a task, they open themselves up to experiences that bring fulfillment and a sense of accomplishment. Every job, no matter how small or routine it may seem, holds the possibility for growth and meaning if approached with the right mindset. The key is to focus on what can be learned, how challenges can lead to personal development, and how each task contributes to a larger goal. The most successful and satisfied individuals often share one thing in common: they view their work as an extension of their purpose and interests rather than just an obligation. They find ways to infuse creativity into their daily tasks, to build connections with others, and to continually seek new opportunities for growth. Instead of simply working to get by, they work to improve, to innovate, and to contribute something valuable. This shift in perspective transforms work from something that drains energy to something that inspires and motivates. It allows individuals to find meaning in what they do, leading to a more fulfilling and purpose-driven life. Understanding what energizes you is one of the most important steps toward finding meaningful work. Many people go through life without ever stopping to reflect on what truly excites them, what makes them feel alive, or what activities naturally capture their interest. Instead, they follow paths dictated by societal expectations, family pressures, or financial concerns, often ignoring their internal desires. This leads to careers that may provide stability but lack passion, resulting in a sense of emptiness or frustration over time. Without recognizing what genuinely excites them, people risk spending years doing work that feels draining rather than fulfilling. Paying attention to what brings energy and enthusiasm can open the door to a more purposeful and satisfying life. Energy is a powerful indicator of alignment between a person and their work. When someone engages in tasks that excite them, they often lose track of time, feeling deeply immersed in the process. These are the moments when they feel most creative, inspired, and motivated. In contrast, when they spend time on tasks that feel forced or meaningless, they experience fatigue, boredom, and even resentment. This difference in energy levels is not accidental, it is a sign of what naturally resonates with a person. Recognizing these patterns can help individuals make better career choices, ensuring that their daily work is aligned with their interests and strengths. One way to identify what energizes you is to reflect on past experiences. Thinking about moments when work or activities felt effortless and enjoyable can provide insight into what types of tasks bring personal fulfillment. Another approach is to observe daily energy levels. When do you feel most engaged and productive? What types of challenges excite you rather than exhaust you? These observations can help reveal hidden passions and interests that may have been overlooked. Additionally, seeking feedback from others can be valuable, as people often recognize strengths and talents in us that we may not see in ourselves. Once a person identifies what energizes them, the next step is to incorporate more of those elements into their work. This doesn't necessarily mean quitting a job or making drastic changes overnight. Instead, it involves finding ways to integrate energizing activities into daily tasks. This could mean taking on projects that align with personal interests, exploring new roles within an organization, or even pursuing hobbies and side projects that bring joy. Over time, these small adjustments can lead to a career path that is not only financially rewarding, but also deeply satisfying. Recognizing and prioritizing what energizes you is a powerful way to move away from work that drains you and toward work that fuels your passion and purpose. In a world where information is constantly being consumed, many people spend hours watching others achieve their dreams, rather than actively working toward their own. Social media, television, and online platforms provide endless content showcasing the success of others: entrepreneurs building businesses, artists creating masterpieces, and individuals transforming their lives. While consuming this content can be inspiring, it often leads to passivity rather than action. People admire, analyze, and dream about success, but without taking steps to create something of their own, they remain in the same place. The difference between those who achieve their goals and those who don't is action. Creation is the key to progress, and without it, ideas and potential remain unrealized. Creating does not mean producing something perfect from the start. Many people hesitate to take action because they fear failure, rejection, or not being good enough. However, every successful person started as a beginner, making mistakes and learning through experience. The only way to improve is to begin, whether that means writing a blog post, launching a small business, designing a product, or starting a project. By shifting from a passive consumer to an active creator, individuals develop new skills, build confidence, and gain valuable insights. Each step taken, no matter how small, contributes to growth and progress. One of the biggest obstacles to creating is overthinking. People often wait for the perfect idea, the right moment, or a guarantee of success before they take action. This mindset keeps them stuck in endless planning, without execution. The truth is, perfection is an illusion, and waiting for ideal conditions only delays progress. Taking action, even when things are uncertain, is what separates doers from dreamers. Progress comes from learning through experience, making adjustments, and continuing to move forward despite challenges. Action leads to clarity, whereas waiting only leads to more doubt and hesitation. Building a habit of creating rather than consuming requires intentional effort, setting aside dedicated time for creative work, limiting passive content consumption, and focusing on small, achievable steps can make a significant difference. Surrounding oneself with other creators, seeking feedback, and embracing experimentation can also accelerate progress. The most fulfilling work comes not from passively observing others succeed, but from actively participating in the process of creation. Those who take action, learn from their experiences, and consistently put in effort will find themselves achieving more than they ever thought possible. Creating rather than consuming is the key to turning ideas into reality and living a life of purpose and accomplishment. Success is often portrayed as a fixed formula: wealth, status, and external validation. From a young age, people are taught to chase certain milestones: earning a high salary, securing a prestigious job title, or gaining recognition from others. These markers of success are reinforced by societal expectations, family pressure, and the constant comparison that comes from social media. As a result, many people pursue careers and goals that look impressive on the surface, but leave them feeling unfulfilled. They check all the boxes of conventional success yet struggle with an internal sense of dissatisfaction. The problem is not a lack of achievement, but a misalignment between personal values and the definition of success they have been taught to follow. Redefining success requires a shift in perspective. Instead of measuring life by external achievements alone, people must consider what truly matters to them on a deeper level. Success is not just about how much money is earned, or how prestigious a job is, but about how meaningful and fulfilling life feels. Some individuals find success in creative expression, others in making a difference in their community, and some in building deep relationships and personal growth. True success is unique to each person, and should be based on what brings joy, satisfaction, and a sense of purpose rather than what society dictates. When individuals take the time to reflect on what truly makes them happy, they can redefine success in a way that aligns with their values and passions. One of the biggest misconceptions about success is that it is a destination, rather than a journey. Many people believe that happiness and fulfillment will come once they reach a specific milestone, a promotion, a certain income level, or public recognition. However, when they finally achieve those goals, the satisfaction is often temporary, and they find themselves chasing the next big thing. This cycle leads to burnout and a never-ending pursuit of external validation. True success is not about reaching a final point, but about consistently growing, learning, and enjoying the process. When people focus on the journey rather than just the outcome, they experience greater fulfillment in their daily lives. Breaking free from the traditional definition of success allows individuals to make choices that prioritize well-being, creativity, and personal satisfaction. It gives them the freedom to pursue work that excites them, to build careers that align with their strengths, and to create a life that feels meaningful. Success should not be about fitting into a mold, but about creating a path that feels right on an individual level. When people redefine success based on their own values, they no longer feel pressured to meet society's unrealistic expectations. Instead, they experience true fulfillment, knowing that they are living a life that is both meaningful and aligned with their authentic selves. Feeling lost in life is often viewed as a negative experience, but it is actually a sign of personal growth and transformation. Many people go through phases where they question their direction, purpose, and choices, leading to feelings of uncertainty and confusion. These moments can be unsettling, especially when society places pressure on individuals to have everything figured out. However, feeling lost is not an indication of failure. It is a natural part of evolving into a better, more self-aware version of oneself. It signals that a person is no longer satisfied with their current state and is searching for something deeper and more meaningful. This period of uncertainty is not a dead end, but an opportunity to discover new paths, challenge old beliefs, and redefine personal goals. Many successful people have experienced times when they felt lost before finding their true calling. They struggled with doubt, changed career paths, failed at ventures, or felt disconnected from their work and purpose. These moments of uncertainty were not setbacks, but stepping stones that helped them learn more about themselves and what they truly wanted in life.
Growth often comes from discomfort, and feeling lost is a sign that a person is moving away from what no longer serves them and towards something better. Instead of resisting this feeling, embracing it as part of the journey can lead to valuable self-discovery. It allows individuals to explore new interests, gain new skills, and develop a clearer understanding of their passions and strengths. One of the most powerful ways to navigate this phase is to shift the perspective on uncertainty. Instead of seeing it as a crisis, it can be viewed as an open space full of possibilities. When people stop trying to force immediate answers and allow themselves to explore different paths, they create room for unexpected opportunities. Taking small steps, such as trying new activities, meeting new people, or learning new skills, can lead to clarity over time. Every experience, even the ones that feel uncertain, contributes to shaping one's identity and direction. The key is to remain open, patient, and willing to adapt to new possibilities, rather than rushing to find a fixed answer. Being lost is not a permanent state, but a phase of transition. It means that a person is growing, questioning, and evolving into someone more aligned with their true self. Instead of fearing uncertainty, it can be embraced as a necessary part of the journey toward a more fulfilling and meaningful life. People are not meant to stay the same forever, and feeling lost is simply a sign that they are in the process of becoming something great. By trusting the process, exploring new opportunities, and remaining open to change, individuals can move forward with confidence, knowing that they are not lost, they are evolving. Feeling lost and lapse is not a sign of failure, but an opportunity for transformation. Work should not just be a means to survive, but a source of purpose, passion, and fulfillment. Success is not defined by money or status alone, but by alignment with one's values, interests, and sense of meaning. By embracing uncertainty, focusing on what energizes us, and shifting from passive consumption to active creation, we can build a life and career that truly resonate with who we are. True fulfillment comes from doing work that excites us, challenges us, and allows us to make a meaningful impact. The journey to discovering our purpose may be uncertain, but it is in this exploration that we grow, evolve, and ultimately find the path that brings us the most joy and fulfillment.